Let's get started. C Sharp 15 has a new features, like they introduced two new features, which is collection expression argument and union types. So that we will try to build over here. So this is that output actually, whatever thing. So yeah, that we will try to build and see in action in a practical. So before we start, I'm especially recommend if you first time visit my channel, so go to my channel, which is .NET Readable Example, and in here you can learn many things like AI integration in any application, front end, back end, as a full stack development, mobile development and game development. So many things you can learn. So yeah, feel free to learn it over here if you want, if you're interested. So now moving start to implementation. So before I start implementation, I'll just open it, that Visual Studio, which is required, not ID, but yeah, any ID you can just open, but ensure that .NET SDK 11 is installed. So yeah, let me open a console application over here, and yeah, make it any name as per you, but yeah, here, so .NET Preview 11 should be installed. So yeah, install first this SDK and then you can proceed, and now create this application. So once you open, now application is running over here, nothing special, just a console application. So what I can do first actually we will try with this collection expression. So for collection expression, I need to create one strings value which has that three values over here, right? And in this these values, so we want to use that expression. So for that expression, we'll just try to use create a store as variables over here, and this here what I'll do, just use the with keyword, so which can refer for that expression. And over here, see, there is a three overload method over here in this with expression, which have one is that default, other one is the asking to capacity, and other one is generic type. So yeah, as of now we will just pass to this and then pass to my values over here. So that pretty much good. And yeah, if you observe over here, so I'm getting that error. So why is it is error? Just because of we just trying to use, if you go to that application to your pros file, so here I just use this 11 .NET 11, but I have not mentioned that uh, it is we are using a preview versions, right? So for previews actually we have to add over here. So now we have to add this, okay, specify this is the preview version, so that's it. Okay, so once you're done, now this error should gone over here. So yeah, now see, error is gone. Now we can simply use that output over here. So let me add this output so that we can see, okay, this expression is working as expected. So now I'll just want to print this count, how many count is over there. So let me run this application, and yeah, it's look like it's 3 that is expected, right? So now we can see be using as a performance optimizations over here, be easily directly actually we can use the expression, and whatever that things we have to do, we can do over here. So this is the way. Another way we will try, like that custom behaviors, like for example I want to create a unique values using this expression, right? So now I just create a strings, unique strings variables over there, and then simply I can use this with keyword, and in this with keyword I'll just use I want to compare, right? So first I'll just want to ignore that case, like it should not be compared with the case, and then whatever value actually I want which have the duplicate value. So let me try to add some value in this here. Also you can get from other source, that is fine, but here see, I'll just add some duplicate value with this here their casing, but it should be written that based on this expression I'll just get that unique value. So for that unique value, simply I can just print this also in this uh, as a I just want to print this with this comma separate value, whatever unique value, right? So simply I can just use join strings and then separate with this comma, that's it. Okay, simply run this. It should be two only, C# and .NET, right? Because as we just mentioned 4 values, but now it's only 2 unique value. So now we can get also using this expression. So this is that one feature which is introduced newly in C# 15. Now we have another one which is union type. So let me try to that union types, right? And for that union types, what I'll do first let me just create the record class over here. So let me add 3 record class. So now we have created file success class, and another one file format, file not found, and another one access denied. So now we have to try to add as a union those three class, right? So how we can do that? So for that, actually we have to just create another union features which is introduced over here, the union, and then we can just create another class, and then add all this uh, record class over here. So now it make it a union, but as we can observe over here, currently we are facing one issue, right? So that issue is related to actually they asking to the system runtime. So basically this one actually getting just because of currently we are using preview feature, right? So in this preview we have to forcefully add runtime environment. So for that runtime we can just define over here as a over this system runtime compressor service, and we have to set that attribute, and we have to forcefully create that class. But yeah, once they Microsoft release this release package .NET 11, so that is don't need to taken care this part. Okay, so it is a temporary one, so yeah, that's why we just use it over here. And yeah, once you're done, now I can see this error has gone, right? And once you're gone, now we can just simply use our logic based on that. So yeah, what I'll trying to do, I'll just create create operation. Like what operation now we have? So now file result, I just get that access denied class, like which is this one, so that I can get it that data over here. So for that returning the data, I'll use the switch expression. So simply I can create a switch expression, and in this case simply whatever they are this actually this is that union, right? So in unions whatever the class we define, so that we have to get it and get that result over here easily, right? So for that also I can just simply use as output over there, so that we can see that result as well. So yeah, that pretty much good, and simply I can run this application. Perfect. Now I am getting this error only, which is access denied, right? So yeah, and if I want to change this operation to something else, so definitely I'll get that response based on that type. So yeah, let me try to use, instead of access denied, let me try to file access. So let me comment this one, and again just try to run this application. So once you run, now see immediately it's got changed to success. So this is the two feature actually, one is the unions, another one is the expression. So in C# 15. So yeah, you can feel free to use, and let me comment on my description whatever you do you think on this features. Uh, it is a good or bad or whatever things, right? So yeah, that pretty much good for this session. Thank you, have a nice day, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share.